Good morning, firefighters. It is Wednesday, June 12th. Someday I'll know what day it is when we get on here, but the summer makes it even harder. We're going to have a fast, action-packed Zoom because people have stuff to do this morning and places to go and children to drive, but we've got some exciting things to talk about. Now I got to go back to the page. I want to just go over a few quick things in the upcoming news. There's been a lot going on between Wendy and I posting things in the page, which is awesome because there's a lot of action going on, but it can be a little hard to know what's important and know what to follow when you're getting notifications all day long. Let's see. Well, I'll just go through my list. Escalator. Did you have a chance, either of you, to watch the escalator mindset video? Yes? Mm-hmm. Maybe not. Anyway,
sorry, chewing.
I haven't even eaten yet. He is Patrick is one of my favorite coaches. Because, yeah, you'll get there. So I think I'll just have people write their takeaways when they get a chance to watch it under the thing. But when I watched it, he did it for there's an elite push group for the West. And they have people just pop in and do videos. And that's a talk that he does at Super Saturdays and stuff. But it's just a really smart way to think about it. And I was like, oh, that's right. So just the basic premise is starting anything you want in life is going up the down escalator. And so it takes forward movement to create momentum. But the second you stop, you slide back to the beginning. So it's better to take one step each day, one small step each day, and eventually you'll reach the top that way. But if you are today was hard, I don't have time to do this, and this is towards any goal. It just happens to also work with Beachbody. You're not stagnant, you're backsliding. It's either forward or backward. There is people will say I'm stuck. You're never really stuck. It's either forward or backward. So and I had one of those nights last night. We were busy all day and things are crazy, and it's summer break, and I hadn't posted for the day, which usually I would have by that time. And I was like, you know what? We always say don't throw up a post for throwing up for throwing up a post sake, but you can definitely throw up a picture of yourself and a quote that spoke to you that day, and that will speak to your audience, and that's never going to be wrong. And so I actually just wrote showing up is powerful, or there's power in just showing up, and my face. And so people were liking it. So whatever you can do to build moving forward. He also talks a lot about your why in that video, which I really liked, because we all know you're not gonna be successful unless you figure out what your actual why is, and not I want to help people or I want to make some money, but there's two different types of whys. One is the I want to help people, that external why, and one's the internal why of why this does it for you. What wakes you up at 2 a.m. in the morning because you're excited about it, or something. People are either driven by a positive or the absence of a negative. So what is the thing you either are doing this so hard because you want to avoid, or you're doing so hard because it brings such a positive to your life. So watch that video, because I'm not going to tell you what the video is, because the rest of it, because then you won't watch it. There'll be no point just hearing it twice. Wendy, did you have any other takeaways from that video?
Yeah. So I love that he was saying, we also have to think about the business you are a farmer and you are planting your seeds, and you just are continuously doing that. And it's not a quick thing. This business is not super easy, and it's not quick. Oh, nobody's joining me, so I'm going to give up. Where you just have to keep going and plant those seeds every single day. And I love that. It's such a great analogy, I thought.
Super good. Yeah. So watch that video and post your takeaways below it in the for those of you who haven't watched it yet. Book club starts next Monday. I'm super excited. I'm like Wendy, I've read the book before, but I was like, I'm going to read this again. And we're going to do it, since it's summer and things are crazy, I'm just going to do it with an assignment for the week. And then on Fridays, everyone will just post their takeaway rather than having a daily chapter to read, because it's too hard to keep up all the time. I know people are on vacation and doing different things, so we're going to do it that way. But it's such a good book. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. And then, okay, you did Morning Meltdown. Okay, I'm few things. Morning Meltdown is coming up. Wendy put up the video, thank you for that, in the team page, that that private Zoom that we had with Jericho. This is one program, you guys know I don't get like super excited about all of the programs, but this one I'm actually super excited about it. I really, really like Jericho. It's awesome that it's only 20 to 30 minute workouts. That, like we saw with Transform 20, that is a huge thing for people. They will jump on just for the length of the workout. Also, it's not necessarily 100 days, but it's 100 workouts. So people won't feel like, oh crap, I missed it today. They can like make the goal their goal. So they can fit rest days in if they need to in places, and all of that. There's the nutrition guide can be either To Be Mindset or Portion Fix, but there's also really great recipes. And there is a calculator in there for which bracket. I think that's the important part when we do each of these programs, is that any of the nutrition programs work, but depending on how hard the program is, there may be a different calculator for it. Like Shift Shop, I think, or was it was 80-Day Obsession, like your bracket was different than what it would be with Portion Fix. And I think that will be the same here because the workouts are pretty intense. So just knowing that even if people are doing To Be Mindset or doing Portion Fix, if you're trying to figure out just about how much food they need, that they need to do that bracket. We're going to do a launch group team-wide, because I just think that's super fun when something this big comes out. And so I'm going to run a specific challenge group for just this program. So we'll create I put up the event for the free workout that's on the 24th, the live stream workout with Jericho. And then coaches can purchase on July 1st. And this is the really cool part about that. Like sometimes we purchase and we don't have access to the workouts yet. Like that happened with Lift 4, wasn't it? Like you purchased way in advance, but you didn't have access to the workouts yet. So what Jericho has done is you get access, us as coaches, for those 2 weeks to the first 10 workouts, so that we can sample them out. Plus there are sample workouts that are going up. So even if you have people sign up as Coach of Self, they will get sample workouts to do, and she has a calendar of what to do in July until the actual program launches in the membership the VIP library on July 29th. So it's not like they buy it and you don't have something that they can do right away. So our group will start July 1st, and it'll be with the Get Ready for MM100 calendar, and then we'll just have a launch group we can start adding people to, where I'll have the information for you guys and they can see like the sizzle reel, and we can create some peer pressure, FOMO, fear of missing out, so people can see what it's all about, and then we'll like celebrate people who are signing up. So we'll do that. Promo codes are coming. There's a lot of like just businessy stuff. So when they like put this up, I was like, what's happening? The first one they're launching is with Morning Meltdown 100. So if people buy any challenge pack in the month of June, they're going to get a promo code that they can use to buy Morning Meltdown 100, which is great because then you can have people buy a challenge pack this month at that, like the basic challenge pack at 140 with a discount. They get a discount there, and then they can buy the accessory bundle of Morning Meltdown with the promo code for you. And this is, they're being like kind of secretive about how they're going to launch the rest of them. But it's going to be a continual thing where there's promo codes that are going to be specific to the customer, so people can't use it. I do feel like at some point, based on rank or whatever, they may have promo codes specific to you. Like when you're an ambassador in another program, you get promo codes that you can give to your customers. So we'll see how that they haven't really given us all of the details on that. But it's an interesting thing to have because those promo codes can set you apart again on social media and that sort of thing. I want to talk about. Yeah, those are the top 4 things. Escalator mindset, promo codes, Morning Meltdown 100. Let's just do a round table. I kept to leave at 8:40, but we have some time. How's everyone doing? Jump in, shout out.
So I'm going to go first. just
Yeah.
because I have to, like,
Yeah,
I'm in the
do.
car.
Go,
So
go, go.
anyway, yeah, it's going pretty good. So Caitlin is, I don't know if you saw her Instagram page, not you, but Caitlin Ziegler.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm excited to get her started, and her boyfriend is a trainer at Gold's Gym. So,
Okay.
and he was kind of excited about doing the performance line. And anyway, so I'm just getting them all set up. So that's, yeah, good. She's going through the training right now, and she just can't be on the calls because she's East Coast and she works.
Yeah. So, that's awesome.
So, anyway,
I'm happy to talk to him too, because trainers have different questions and different objections. And
yeah, and he said he's familiar with Shakeology, and he, seemed to, like it, and so yeah,
awesome.
We'll see. But yeah, I'll get you in touch if he wants to talk to you. I don't know if he's gonna actually do the coaching, but I know he's gonna be a coach under Caitlin.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hi. That's so good.
So anyway, okay, I gotta run, guys. So
okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hey.
Sorry, I've been like, I have to teach, and I'm like, wah! So I guess I think she wants to be an active coach, and Rebecca Wickland.
Yeah.
And she became, I made her an emerald. So,
yeah, I was
so I think she's interested in the money thing. So,
well, that's good.
No. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm trying to make diamond. And I think the way Wendy explained it is I have to set up one more person on my right.
Yes.
And then I'd be diamond. I thought I was supposed to do my outside, like them have 3 or I don't know. I'm still learning. So I think I need one more on those strong legs, I guess, in the middle. Is that right? And then
I'm trying to get to see your, now that we're streaming, I can't get to your, where I can see your downline. Where'd you go? Oh, there she is.
Oh.
Like, where'd you go?
Sorry, I'm having a weird time with my
I have to look specifically. I'll have to look specifically at your downline, because I was saying that to Wendy, because you got to Ruby. Which I gotta figure out. Ruby. Which is
yes.
So for diamond, you have to.
Can
you hear me? For diamond, you have to have 4 coaches on each side, and it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter right now, outside or inside leg. And then we just say always try to put them on your outside leg, so we can have a conversation too about just coach placement. I was talking to Wendy about this too. The bigger you get, or the higher you get in rank, the harder it gets to place. So I don't ever use automatic placement. I after each coach signs up, I decide where I want my next coach to go, and I put it in myself. So we can talk about that. And then, an emerald on each side. Your strong leg is your.
Yeah, so Kyle will be an emerald. I'm actually moving Jenny Piotrowski under him, and it kind of shows, I'm looking. I made my own little, because it never shows me the graphical. Like it has never downloaded their, the actual, I go to the sponsor drill down.
Yeah, that's what I look
at.
But
Jenny Piotrowski, she's supposed to show under Kyle. She's supposed to be the left, and then Marge Ray is supposed to be the right, and then so that's all. And so he's an emerald, and then so Rebecca has Sue Queen on the right, and then her husband Gordy Queen on the right. And so Rebecca signed up her husband as a customer. And she put her name. I don't know what the hell she did. I was just like, why didn't she just use my share card? So
yeah, people do that.
And Sue did. It was like this whole big thing. Like, can you do it? And then I got confused, and so I screwed up Sue's account. And But anyway, Suze is fine now, so she's all squared away. But Rebecca went rogue and did it by herself, and I was like, no, you need to sign up Terry as a coach because you can filter things through him, and you'll make more money and volume points that way. Yeah. So if anytime you purchase something, go there. And so I guess she got in like a little argument with the customers.
Oh, where'd she go? I don't know. That's all right. She'll hop back on. Yeah. That's going to take some one-on-one help. Oh, there she is again. I can't get my internet to look at her drill down right now.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, and I can't see.
He's back.
Hold on. And wait, I have one more. So anyway, she got I'm trying to download this and it keeps fading out. And so she got an argument with customer service, and then customer service said that Terry would be banned for 6 months. And I was like, what the hell? I'm like, his name's not even on there.
No.
So I don't know what that was all about.
It's not banned. So if a coach quits and they want to sign up as a coach again under a different sponsor, they have to wait 6 months. So the problem is she may have been saying things to them that, well, one, a lot of the times they're in India. So if she's using
she was
not the right wording,
she was super That what?
I said if she is like, they can only go based off of what she's saying, like and asking. So if she's not using the right words and stuff right now, then they're gonna give her misinformation, which especially about coaching. So all of that is easy to fix, so I can help you as soon as I can see your drill.
Yes.
Down. So you have 2 emeralds on one
okay.
side and 1 half emerald on the other. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So from what I understand, Jenny Piotrowski is supposed to go on Kyle's leg on Thursday. I don't know why Thursday switched her to his left leg. So it's supposed to go Kyle. If I'm doing this, I'll send you something.
Yeah. Well,
I put it on my.
I usually can see it, but my internet is slow since we are since I'm zooming.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. If you could, that would be great if you could help me with that, because she got in she having a bad day, and she got in a huge argument, and she was telling, and I was like, I went and I was chatting with customer service, and I was like, hey, it looks like I made a mistake on Sue Queen's account, and so Sue got that all taken care of. Okay. And then Rebecca's, and then they just said, just have her cancel it out, and then we'll refund her the money. She can back her stuff, and then we'll redo it. But she has it under her name. She bought another package under her name, and it has a different sponsor number. She put her name instead of Terry's.
All right. I'll have to look at the best way to fix all of that. It's like I can't load it right now. But yeah, I will. As soon as I drop the boys off, and then I teach, and then I'll have a chance to.
Yeah, I teach. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. So sorry, it was a mess.
That's okay.
But I think that, so if, and then I have one other person. So or maybe 2 people. So that would go together, be a husband and wife. So I don't know if I should put them on Kyle's leg or put them underneath me, and then that would make me a diamond, unless I got that misunderstood.
Yeah. As soon as I can look at it, we can talk and I do this I did this with Wendy. Now she knows what she's doing, but before she would sign up each person, I'd say where to put them. I would tell her, so we can do that too.
Yeah, she did that a couple times, but then I felt like I did it right, but I'm always changing legs. I'm always resubmitting, and I was like, oh, I should put that. I one night I was like, oh, I should put Jen on Kyle's side, and I was 11 o'clock. I'm like, oh, let me change this before. So, because she knows him and she'll be fine. She's like, oh, just throw me to the dogs, She's like, what, were you tired of me already? She was kidding.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can get that all set up. How are you doing, Nance?
I'm okay. I had a couple people sign up right away. But still, well, my one girlfriend surprised me because she was just gonna do BOD, but then signed up for the performance because I gave her I gave my son something at a lacrosse game, the Energize.
That's
And
awesome.
she asked about, yeah, and then she was like, oh, I need that for me because I'm an ultimate Frisbee player. Like I knew she was. And so then all of a sudden she just decided to do the whole package because I said it would be cheaper for her. So so I have that, but then the other woman that signed up, she's a physical therapist, and I guess they have I know allergies in their family, so she can't do any shakes or anything like that, and she was not interested in any of the into performance or nothing. So she just signed up for BOD. So and right now I don't have any interest, but I'm still asking. So I'm hoping, that I could get Success Club earlier rather than later, because we're leaving for vacation. We're leaving for the East Coast to visit family next week till the end of the month.
Okay.
So, but I could do this stuff on the road. So
Yeah,
it'll
that's
be fine.
the best part. Well, and it'll help. I'll have some of the stuff up today for Morning Meltdown 100, which I'm going to
Okay.
call it, I don't know, I'm going to call it something different, like 100 days to health or 100 days to happiness or something, so that it's doesn't sound exactly like what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
And I think that will help to have more things to talk about. And we get,
Well, and I think also when
Go
I go to the East Coast, I think that being with people in person
yeah.
might really help. I have those followers on the East Coast,
Yeah.
But I think when I see people, that'll be just another conversation that hopefully I could get a couple, out
Yeah.
of that. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Caitlin, what's your email? What's your email?
CaitlinGordonFitness@gmail.com.
No, I can't find it.
I have multiple emails, but that is the one that all my work stuff goes to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did it in an Excel sheet. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah. Perfect.
And
Oh,
well, yeah, just to make sure that I'm right or like thinking through it right.
Yeah. I remember the other thing. So,
Oh, yeah.
Wendy and I have been talking about this, and so one day we were talking about creating a Dropbox for everybody, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
started to move everything from the file section over to a Dropbox, and I thought, especially for new coaches, I think it'll be harder if they have just even one more place to have to go. And so I have it still in the file section of the page, but I cleaned out kind of some of the other stuff so they can go and just look at the inviting scripts, or they can go and look at how to get a coach started right. So it's all just there in the file section, so you can send new coaches there to whatever part of it that they need.
The file of the
and
Facebook
fire
page?
starters. Yeah, and I have like what to send to customer leads and what to send to new customers. So it's all just right there in the files tab, rather than having like one more place for people to have to go. And then the other thing, Wendy and I are talking about this, as we start new coaches, I think one of the powerful things to do when they start their own Facebook group is to brand it in some way. So Leslie has Firestone Fitness. I'm just finished with Fiverr. They're creating some logos for me. But the one that we're all in is going to be the Wellness Warriors instead of Firestarter Fit Fam, because that's really long. So we're going to be the Wellness Warriors. But branding really helps, because then also when you're talking about in your messaging, I just think it feels stronger to say, like, I'm taking on new members for my Wellness Warriors, or I'm taking on new, and that's what a lot of the top coaches have been doing for their new coaches. So helping them come up with something. So I've heard of like Strength Squad, Fit District, Sisters in Strength. There's just a ton of them. But I think when we're doing GSRs with new coaches, helping them to set up their new group, helping them to come up with some kind of graphic. And if you guys need help with that, I can do it too. You don't have to, they don't have to do a fancy branding. You can just come up with something in Canva. I wanted something that we can have, like I can make stickers for, so I could send to people who win prizes throughout challenges through the challenge group, that kind of thing. But the branding has been super successful, so I think that would be a great thing to do with new coaches. Nancy, you're still running yours with Wendy, right?
I am. Yep.
Okay, so I think she's going to be doing something similar, because right now she and I have just been changing it by the monthly theme.
Right.
But to have something like "Welcome to the Fit District" or whatever, I think that is just a little bit more. And we will still change themes throughout the thing, but just to have that common thread
So
throughout it.
do you have a challenge tracker group too, or
Mhm.
do you do it through Facebook?
Mine is all on Facebook now.
Okay.
See, I like to have I have a question.
Yeah.
So I'll just put my Firestone hat just for my own self. I don't know, other things. I was gonna do that. So that's how I should keep my Facebook thing too, for my Facebook.
For your group?
Keep it Firestone Fitness.
Um,
Yeah. Because
yeah.
I call it Transform for Life or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
And then
I think it all, like for me, Caitlin Gordon Fitness is like my business page on Facebook, which I just put posts up there. But in terms of like actual group, you can call it Firestone Fitness. You can brand it whatever you
okay.
want it to be. But just find one thing that people can like cling on to being a member of, like as if they went to a studio. Like people get very attached to the places that they go, and they want gear and water bottles and all that stuff. That same feeling of like, I belong to this type of thing.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep it. Yeah. And I was logo a long time ago. Nancy was asking about challenge group versus Facebook.
Mhm.
Here, I like to talk with people through Facebook, but the other thing is I could like to keep the challenge. It's just so much work, like a challenge. I've been debating whether or not to do this challenge group. I'm in with Wendy, but I think it's nice to have one portal, right? Do you like your Facebook better than the challenge group?
And the challenge tracker app.
You can't keep track like their Shakeologies and their inches and not that you look at that because you're busy.
Yeah, I did the tracker for like a full year, and it's really great in terms of coaching that you can like see what they've done for the week, but the engagement and the community between them just wasn't great for me. Like even though I kept saying, like, just pretend this is like a Facebook group, and it just didn't happen. And now, because people are so used to Facebook, when someone puts up a post, other people comment on it. So I like that part of it. I
do too.
Yeah, I just have to keep track. And because I'm also, so to my people, I'm saying do one check-in for the day that includes like your workout, your shake, your water. So it's not like, here's my shake check-in, here's my workout check-in. So I can look really quick and see like, oh, who checked in today?
Right.
Yeah, but it's not like this. I don't have the same metrics for measurement because I can't click and see the circles like, oh, they did their shake and their workout 4 days.
Yeah.
So
the other thing was like, how we get those random customers. I don't really want them on Facebook with me because I don't know them. Kind of weird about that. Like I'm like, who is this? I saw some couple. I'm like, ooh. I mean, because they were given to me as a customer, and I was inviting them to my Facebook page. I'll invite them to the challenge tracker because it's kind of it's just kind of like, here's the workouts we did. So I kind of liked it on that end.
Yeah.
And then what do you do with the people who aren't on Facebook?
Yeah. So one, customer leads, I send out an email to each new lead just introducing myself and letting them know I'm not like some robot or fake thing that make people want to sign up. Most people don't respond, so it hasn't been a super serious issue. But I do invite them to the group, to my Facebook group, but I guess I haven't really worried that much about it because most people, like the weird people, don't want to join anyway. Like that's been my thing. And Nadine, who you guys have seen, was a customer lead of mine 2 years ago, and she's like my strongest challenger. So then if people don't have Facebook, then I say you can get an account. Like Nadine, it wasn't on social media at all. So when I switched from the tracker, I had to have her create a Facebook profile. And I was like, you don't have to do anything on your actual Facebook profile. Just pretend you are signing, like it's the same as signing up for the challenge tracker. You're just signing up for my Facebook group. Don't use any other part of it. No, it's a closed group, so no one can see what you're doing. I just had to kind of talk people through it. It's the same when they want to join the team and they're not on Facebook. I'm like, you're going to have to create a Facebook profile just to get into the team page, but you don't have to do Facebook. So.
Right. So that's why I have 2 more people who are interested and they're like, we don't do Facebook and I don't have time for it. And I was like, well, and so I was steering them towards a challenge tracker, but then I was like, it takes too much time. Like I have to post here and then I have to transfer the post there. I was like, oh, no.
Well, no. And if they're, especially if they want to be a coach, but they're not willing to set up a Facebook profile to be in the team page, then they're not going to be someone who is going to be successful. Because you have to be willing to do things.
Yeah, I mean, they would just become a coach just for the discount, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, just say it's like that. Just had it would, if it was Meetup, if it was Facebook, if I did it on Instagram, if I did it on a private app, it's all the same. You're just getting a membership into my group, and you don't have to use all the other features.
Right. Okay. I said to them, I was like, can you just make up a fake name or something? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can. I have a lot of people.
That's where everybody interacts, and it's huge.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I gotta go get ready.
Okay.
I'll let you guys finish up. Thank you so much.
Yeah, see you soon. And yeah, I'll get to that email as soon as I'm done teaching.
Yeah, whenever. I mean, I'm going to be out all day, so.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Bye, Nancy.
Bye, Les. So I have this issue with people not wanting that don't do social media, even with the challenge tracker portal. They're like, oh, this is like social media. I don't want to do that. So, but I understand that I'm just starting, and so these are like people that I know, and eventually I'm going to have people, because I'm on social media, those people from social media are already on social media, so that's not going to be. It's just right now I have all this weird stuff.
Yeah, I have those too. So I have clients who would not go into the Facebook group. They're like, social media is just not my thing. And so I just said, well, let's figure out our own way to check in with each other. So some of them just get the weekly check-ins from me.
How do you do that?
So I
usually like email or
sometimes I do. A lot of times I just use Facebook Messenger, because you can you can create one message and either copy and paste it to everybody, or just there's like a forward ability and you can click send, but it looks individualized. So it's like, hey coach, check in for the week. What went well? What can I help you with? Do you have your plan for next week? Some of them I have to individualize because I've been talking to them through the week about their struggles. So it doesn't make sense for me to say like, what are your struggles? But I do a weekly check-in with them. And then I have one girl who's just Facebook messaging me each day per check-in. So that's not any extra work for me. And then there are some who are like, we just like the tracker. And so I'm like, well, I'm not going to post in there, but you're welcome to do your check-ins so that I can see it. Like I can click and see what their activity is, but I'm not going in double posting because that's too much.
Have a tracker set up anyway.
Yeah. So I just set it up for the year.
Okay.
And then they just do their check-ins so I can see what they're doing.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, social
Yeah.
media is anything.
Yeah. It's hard to think about. Like, I feel, I have to get myself organized. I just feel overwhelmed with my business, with, with this, and then all the other stuff, right? So I have to get myself, I have to get some systems for sure.
Go get your shit. Yeah, for sure. Well, and the Diamond call today was really good, and it was this person who was the vice president of a technology company, and she is now a Beachbody coach, but she uses Asana for organization, which I switch back. I've tried all of them, and I switch back and forth, and especially when you're running 2 different things, we have to find a way for you to this is my this list, this is my this list, and so that when you sit down, you're like, these are my projects for today, which is that's what I'm having to do for myself as well. So
yeah, that's my struggle. A lot of it is similar, but it's different, right? Because it's jewelry and then it's exercise.
Yeah,
it's fitness. So so I have to figure that out. So I'm hoping that when I'm traveling, I can really hopefully focus a little bit on getting that kind of thing set up so that I can feel like not just kind of forgetting about things, right? And follow up, and so I have to get myself organized.
Yeah,
but that's my biggest thing. But
I hear.
It'll happen.
Well. All right, so I'm gonna run, take my kids to camp, but I'll put those. Did you get a chance to watch that escalator video that I put up?
Where was that one?
It's in Firestarter. So if you go, I'll tag you.
Okay.
If you don't find it on your own. Watch that, or watch or listen to that today. It's super good. And then book club starts Monday. Girls Stop Apologizing. And then I'll get some of that Morning Meltdown 100 stuff up today.
That sounds great.
Yay.
All right, thank you.
All right, see you soon.